talk about this TikTok ban. It's the ultimate flop move. Instead of dealing with actual problems, like climate change or making healthcare affordable, the government decided to come for our favorite app. The decision to target TikTok, a platform used by millions to express creativity, build communities, and share culture, embodies the contradictions inherent in a system that champions freedom while curbing access to information and platform. While the US government claims the ban is rooted in national security concerns, it serves as a convenient distraction from systemic inequalities and environmental crises that demand urgent attention. The billions of dollars spent litigating and enforcing this ban could be redirected to address pressing social and environmental issues, such as climate change, wealth inequality, and healthcare reform. By focusing on TikTok, policymakers signal a preference for performative action over substantive solutions that could benefit the majority. The Supreme Court's ruling to uphold the ban undercuts the very principles of free speech that the US claims to uphold. Social media platforms like TikTok provide marginalized groups, especially trans individuals, feminists, and those advocating for intersectional justice, a space to amplify their voices. Banning such a platform disproportionately silences these groups, perpetuating systemic inequities under the guise of national security. The concern over ByteDance's alleged ties to the Chinese government highlights the hypocrisy of US surveillance practices. The US government itself has been implicated in mass surveillance, both domestically and globally. This selective outrage undermines the credibility of the ban and exposes it as a geopolitical move rather than a principled stance on data privacy. Supporting TikTok's accessibility aligns with the broader fight for digital sovereignty and the right of individuals to control their data. And while resistance to authoritarian regimes is positive, the blanket ban harms innocent users instead of addressing systemic issues. Rather than banning TikTok or forcing its sale to a US-based entity, we should advocate for a more equitable solution: collective ownership. Transforming TikTok into a worker or user-owned cooperative could ensure that it operates transparently, respects privacy, and remains free from state or corporate exploitation. We need to decentralize power and emphasizing communal benefit over corporate profit. The ban's effects are not limited to economic and geopolitical concerns. Platforms like TikTok have become essential tools for trans advocacy, intersectional feminism, and grassroots organizing. Silencing these voices disproportionately harms vulnerable communities already struggling for visibility and equity. This move contradicts the principles of critical theory, which demand that we interrogate and dismantle systems of oppression rather than reinforce them. The TikTok ban is a symptom of a deeper rot in our political and economic systems, an obsession with control and profit at the expense of justice and equity. Instead of wasting time on performative nonsense, we need to be focusing on real solutions like fixing the planet, creating affordable housing, and making healthcare less of a scam. The government needs to stop flexing its power just to remind us it has some.